What's going on YouTube? This is Tyler back with another video, and today we've got a small mail day from PSA. Let's go. Alright guys, we have this little box opened up and we're going to open up these cards here. Just as a review, this is a 14 card order from PSA, and let's try to get these guys out. Shake it, squeeze them to pull them out. Alright, 14 cards from PSA. This is a regular order that I submitted. When was this? This was January. Submitted this late January, arrived February 2nd, was entered into the system on February 10th, and it just came back on March 31st, and today is one of the days in April after April Fools. We're doing a video on it. Pretty ho-hum results. These cards are not in order, I can already tell. But one thing that I would like to do is just do a little bit of financial analysis on this order as I go through it. That way I can give you guys an idea of what I paid for the cards, but also what I expect to sell. So overall, in total, I paid right around $7,338 for all of these cards raw. The grading fee was $50 per card plus shipping and insurance. 14 cards at $700 plus shipping and insurance. Got the exact amount here on the form. So all in all, we're looking at right around $8,000 that I paid. Resale value on this is not going to be that great. I'm still looking at making money. ROI is going to be very, very small relative to my recent orders. We're looking at about a 38 to 40% ROI. Maybe around $11,000 in terms of resale value. $11,100 is what I have calculated. So without further ado, let's jump into it. Have not looked at these cards. We are all laying eyes on them for the first time. First up, Patrick Mahomes, Select Rookie, graded PSA 9. Let's see how this one looks. PSA has been pretty tough lately. This one looks pretty solid. This one came back in 9. So it looks like they have these in reverse order. Next up, Jalen Hurts, Prism Draft Gold autograph. Prism Gold, number to 10. Like that. Let's see here. And I'm sad to say this is my last regular order that I have at PSA right now. Everything else is bulk. PSA has shut down their operations for anything other than Super Express. So I hope that we can get some bulk orders coming back here soon, because I still have 6 of those guys out. 2 from November, 2 from December, and then 2 from late January whenever this order was sent out. Everything is logged. Everything's registered. This is a Jalen Hurts extended rookie. I paid right at $376 for this, so resale for a PSA 10 will certainly cover that. Next up, Luka Doncic. Luka Doncic fast break came back in 8. Yikes. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. We got some gunk. All right, I thought that was on the card. All right, so if we look at this card, what makes it an 8? Centering, definitely not the centering. Anything else on here that I missed? All right, top corners look good. Top edges look good. The side edges look good. And the corners look good. That's got a little bit of white showing, but the corner's not bent. That's like a little flare. I've seen a lot of those on PSA 10s. Yep, that one confuses me. Not really sure about that one. But this is one of the big cards of the order right here. This is Luka Doncic, Court Kings, level 3, PSA 10. I'm very, very happy that this card graded Gem Mint, because there's a lot of disappointing cards in this order. I think I have 5 Gem Mint cards out of the 14, and 2 cards that did not get graded as the grader suspected that they were too short. So that's unfortunate. Both cards being Topps Finest cards that we will cover. So this Luka Doncic is the big winner for the order. I paid right at $398 for this one, and I'm expecting, well, the last one sold for $2,250. I conservatively put $1,750 for mine after fees and everything. So that's a card that's definitely going to carry this order. Next up, we've got a Kawhi Leonard Inscriptions Elite autograph. These are hard, very, very hard to grade. I've graded a couple of these, several gem mints and some PSA 9s. Surface on these is just hard because that plastic can scratch pretty easy. Let's see. So for this card, we're looking at paid $257 for it, expecting maybe around $400 is a 9. Maybe. That's a guess. Okay, so card inside. What's going on here? Are these the ones that they said? Let's get these guys out. Cards inside. Okay, not good, not good. LeBron James, X-Fractor, men's size. Not happy about that one. It's numbered 105 of 199. I'm going to probably auction this off, or at least I'm going to try to measure them first, see what these guys look like. And actually, let's do that right now. Just so that we can have this on camera, so there's no shenanigans. This is not a very scientific method of doing this, but I do like to match these up to see. Maybe we're going to have to do with this edge. How does that look? Maybe a little bit lower. And then, okay. If anything, it looks bigger than the Court Kings, that direction. Now let's look at it this way. Okay. Yep. I believe it is. I believe PSA got this correct. They got it right, guys. They got it right. My fingers are not good enough at... All right. I think that we can maybe show this off here. So you can see the card underneath, then this side. So that right edge has a huge chunk taken off of it. So that kind of sucks. Not cool. Not cool. We're going to sell that one as trimmed. And let's see this one. Is this the same? So if we look width-wise. So width-wise, that one looks like it's bigger than the Luka. Again, this is not a scientific process. Again, guys, I repeat, this is not a scientific process. If we look here, so that overlaps the Court Kings. It's not exactly straight. Yeah, so I'm not sure about this one. This one they are saying is too small. The LeBron, I can definitely see this one, just short glance, I can't see it, but it's not to say that they're wrong. So I would rather them reject the cards than grade fakes. So that's a good thing. Next up, this is a big card in the order, and honestly, this is a wild card. I have a conservative price for this. That's because I do things conservatively around here. I don't like to overestimate the value of my collection. I want it to be conservative so that if I sell it, I end up making more money than what I originally thought. This is a big, big card, guys. So this is a 2012 Panini Prism Klay Thompson Silver. I ended up paying $966 for this. You know, resale on this is very tough to gauge. There's not been a 9 that's sold. There's some pristines that are listed. There's Beckett 9.5s that are listed. I haven't listed that I could get $2,000 out of this, although I'm not really wanting to sell it for $2,000 or even clear $2,000. That's just what I have it as a low ballpark. If it goes off for auction, I would actually expect this to be maybe around $3,000 to $4,000. That is just a guess, though. Next up, Luka Doncic, second-year Optic Red. I thought that this would be gem mint, although I guess it depends on which direction you're going with the borders here. If they're going with that border, which I think is actually the correct border, you can clearly tell that card is off-centered. So that one is on me. Next, we've got a Trey Young Green Pulsar. So this one is numbered to 35. This is a second-year card. Ended up paying $609 for this. Trey Young's value has decreased since I bought this card, so if I get that price or right at $650, that's what I'm projecting, which honestly, I may not be able to get that out of it. Next, DK Metcalf Optic Auto, graded 9, and I believe the surface on this is the reason why it came back a 9. So this one, again, I'm paying $50 a card for these guys to get graded. So, really hoping that these guys end up coming back gem mint. This one I paid right at $222 for, and I'm expecting to get $200 back. So not that great, but this one did make up for it. I'm actually paid for both of them now that we look at it. So this is a DK Metcalf Contenders Optic auto that did come back at 10. So paid right at $222 for this, or sorry, $295. The last one sold for over $700. So after fees, I'm expecting maybe about $600 or so. Last and not least, a little disappointed in this grade, is a Zion Williamson. Panini 1-on-1 rookie blue autograph. This is numbered to 49. This was an uncirculated card, and a card that I thought had very, very clean edges and corners. So it's very difficult to see through this thick case and my iPhone, which is a 10, but the camera on this is not doing so hot lately. Corners on this are beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And I've seen many of these in gem mint holders. I don't know if that's, okay, it's definitely on the case, not the card. So we'll try to get in here and see what these corners look like. Again, it's very difficult. The card does appear to be centered well on the back, which it's not that big of a deal. Centered very well on the front. Yeah, I'm a little disappointed in this grade, man. Little disappointed in that one. So yeah, overall 5 gem mint cards out of 14. Again, this just goes to show the power of grading. Paid $50 a card for this. Now, if I had to pay $100 a card for these, be a little bit disappointed, but I would also likely be a little bit more selective in terms of what I submit. Now that the price is $100 per card for this type of submission. So guys, that is my order. Unfortunately, we only got to send off 3 orders with this model. This is the 3rd order that came in. And as I stated way back whenever I was doing these videos in November that I would switch it up to this model, it's actually met my expectations. It did not exceed my expectations. We've done 3 orders like this. 3 regular orders where I'm paying $50 a card, and every single order I've done at least 30% or higher ROI. There's one order where actually I think I did way higher than that. Yeah, way higher. This is probably the average order, and honestly one of my worst orders that I've done from a grading perspective. That just goes to show, if you pick the right cards and time things appropriately, going 5 for 14 and even paying $50 a card does pay off. It remains to be seen whether or not this is a model that's going to be sustainable, though, as again, many people are adjusting to it and trying to do the same thing. And now that the fees are $100 a card, it just puts even more pressure on things. People are being very selective now. Dealers are submitting to PSA, meaning it's very hard to find clean, raw copies of cards, especially things like this, that are this long. We've seen the huge surge in prices. I mean, PSA 10s of these cards are, in the 2,000 range. PSA 10 of that is in the 2,000 range. So, people don't want to leave money on the table whenever they know they can submit cards to PSA and get good prices. So it's just becoming increasingly competitive out there in a landscape that, for the past couple of years has just been pretty ripe with opportunity. The opportunity is dwindling and the number of competitive bidders and buyers is increasing. So whenever PSA reopens back up for business in July, we're going to have to switch the model up a little bit. I did just send off a 415 card order to CSG. I'm going to have another order going to CSG here soon. I overnight expressed that. I sent off my 4 card order, Super Express to PSA, high-end order to try that model out. I'm hoping that those are going to be positive results. I still have a stack of cards of 400 cards that I really got to figure out what to do with. Try to see how I can get that inventory into a graded case, but also maximize my ROI. Now that we know PSA is out of commission for 3 months and SGC is really out of commission as well, it's just not going to submit to them for $75 a card. It just doesn't make any sense. So right now it's probably CSG or bust. HGA has not really increased capacity. They're limiting 5 cards, per order, and what I think maybe 4 orders a month, so max of 20 cards. Just not going to be able to meet my demands for my model. So Hope you guys like the cards. Man, I hope that we can get another one of these videos going, and I hope my bulk orders pop, because those are going to be much more exciting. You know, these are very nice cards in terms of being high-end, things that I haven't really brought to the channel as much, but you know, PSA is out of commission right now, so we're going to see 6 more bulk orders pop. I'll bring those whenever I get a chance. But otherwise, guys, not really sure what we're going to do from a card buying perspective. It's either going to be high-end or bust maybe for the next couple of months. But either way, thanks for checking out the video, and we will see you guys next time.